Let's go across now to the Parliament. Remember, because after the budget that was announced by the Finance Minister, motion of thanks also expected. But the opposition is set to raise scores of issues. Let's dip in and find out what exactly is happening.
सबसे महत्वपूर्ण समय होता है, माननीय सदस्यों का समय होता है और बहुत प्रयास करने के बाद माननीय सदस्यों का प्रश्न आता है। सरकार की जवाबदेही भी तय होती है। इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर कई बार चर्चा हो चुकी है और मैं आज से कई बार आग्रह कर चुका हूं, माननीय सदस्यगण कम से कम एक व्यवस्था बना लें, एक व्यवस्था बना लें कि प्रश्नकाल के अंदर कभी भी विषय को नहीं उठाने दिया जाएगा। जब मैं आपका स्थगन को अलाउ नहीं करूं तब विषय उठाया करो। कभी हम संसद की व्यवस्थाओं को तो बनाएं ना। आप सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते, चर्चा नहीं करना चाहते, माननीय सदस्य।
So thank you, Speaker sir. Question number 1 पूछ रहा है सर, मैं supplementary का। While the National Culture Fund has successfully facilitated the restoration of numerous historic monuments across the country, I would like to bring attention to Gutti Fort, located in my constituency of Anantapur, sir. This majestic fort, the largest in the state, has witnessed the rise and fall of empires from the Chalukyas to the Vijayanagar Empire, the Mughals and the Marathas, sir, and even the British. Strategically located near NS 44, NS 67 and the Gutti railway station junction, sir. It holds immense potential to become a key tourism hub. However, the fort is currently in a state of neglect. A proposal of 60 crore for its restoration has already been submitted under the NCF ethics remaining pending, sir. I would like to ask the Honorable Minister if the government will take up this project at the earliest and expedite its approval to ensure the timely restoration of the Gutti Fort, sir. Thank you, sir.
माननीय मंत्री जी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, under the provisions of National Culture Fund, the financial arrangements are being done by the donations what we receive or the money what we receive as a contribution from the companies and PSUs through CSR. So primarily and predominantly, the funding agency, they take a call and give us the priority. We have already enlisted 150 projects on the website of NCF. The said project which Honorable MP wished to ask is also part of that. It has been depicted on the website. Whenever adequate funding will be agreed by any of the PSU or any of the company who is giving CSR and on the priority, will certainly consider this.
So thank you, Honorable Minister, sir. However, I would like to bring to your attention that the issue extends beyond Gutti Fort alone, sir. There are 20 other proposals from Andhra Pradesh that are also awaiting approval under the National Culture Fund for the preservation, protection and promotion of the historical monuments, sir. Honorable Speaker ji, it is concerning to note that in the last 5 years, not a single project from Andhra Pradesh has been approved under the NCF. I kindly request the Honorable Minister to provide clarity on the reason behind the delay in processing these proposals, sir.
Right, so motion of thanks on President address and more is supposed to be the protocol, but you can already hear the chanting and the opposition trying to raise issues and sloganeering as well. Aishwarya Paliwal joining me. Aishwarya, what exactly happened? Looks like the Parliament proceedings are on, but you can hear the sloganeering in the background.
Well, we are seeing how the opposition, Pooja, has been speaking about the fact that they want the government to answer about the deaths that have taken place in Kumbh. Now, this is something which we have seen the Congress and the Samajwadi Party talking about, and they are also saying with regards to Sonia Gandhi's remark. Now, that is something that the BJP has been speaking about, and that's the reason why we are seeing continuous sloganeering in the background. Though we also heard the Speaker Om Birla very clearly saying that there is a process, you need to follow the process. But if you don't want to do that, then you tell me, and we will make sure that the parliament does not function. So very stern warning coming in from the speaker, but we are seeing the opposition a little adamant, and we have seen the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav also, Pooja, since day one has been saying that they want accountability and they want the government to answer with regards to the number of deaths that have taken place, not just in one, but in the two stampedes that have taken place at the Mahakumbh.
Aishwarya, tell us about the morning since the session started, and stay on with me because we have information coming in from the Lok Sabha. Let's try and understand what's unfolding there.
With 3 crore cost estimate, the project proposed also provides for a public amenities and landscape of governance. Kindly, Minister, Honorable Minister, has to say on this.
फिर मैं वही निवेदन करूंगा कि हमने उसको सूचीबद्ध किया है, उस पर धनराशि उपलब्ध होने पर निश्चित रूप से उस पर कार्रवाई की जा सकती।
किरण रिजिजू जी, आप संसदीय कार्य मंत्री जी।
सर, आज उम्मीद किया था कि अच्छा से पार्लियामेंट का क्वेश्चन आवर चलेगा। माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, आपने बार बार अनुरोध किया है, बार बार आग्रह किया है हमारे विपक्ष के साथियों को कि प्रश्नकाल को डिस्टर्ब ना करें, और ये प्रश्नकाल मेंबर का होता है, सरकार को सवाल पूछना होता है। आप लोग सरकार को सवाल नहीं पूछ के सदन को इस तरह डिस्टर्ब करना ये अच्छी बात नहीं है। अब जनता आपको सवाल पूछेगा कि आप सदन में क्यों आए हैं। आपके आग्रह करने के बाद भी इस तरह का डिस्टर्बेंस करना ये अच्छा नहीं है। सरकार की तरफ से मैं खंडन करना चाहता हूँ। बाकी जो भी बोलना चाहते हैं वो राष्ट्रपति का अभिभाषण पर सब बोल सकते हैं। ये पहला दिन इस तरह का ये नजर यहाँ पे जो अपोजिशन मेंबर्स ने जो हरकत किया है ये ठीक नहीं है। मैं सर इसका खंडन करता हूँ।
श्री राम शिरोमणि वर्मा, प्रशांत पोडले,
राम शिरोमणि
मल्लू रवि, क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 श्री सुश्री कंगना रनौत, सुरेश कुमार कश्यप।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, प्रश्न संख्या 2।
एक विवरण थोड़ा बदल दीजिए।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं माननीय मंत्री जी का धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा जिन्होंने बड़ा विस्तृत उत्तर इस प्रश्न का दिया है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देश के लिए जो नवीन बजट 2025-26 प्रस्तुत किया गया है, इसमें समाज के प्रत्येक वर्ग का ध्यान रखा गया है। मैं माननीय वित्त मंत्री जी का धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा।
So you can hear constantly the sloganeering in the background. Aishwarya, because there was also expectation if in any case there could be the mentions of Waqf bill and more. The Samajwadi Party, for example, you said were going to ask for the Mahakumbh specific discussion. But what about the budget as much? Do we think that these are issues on the sidelines that are being discussed more, that the opposition wants to bring up more than what was in the budget?
Well, definitely, this is a chance for all the parties to make sure that they put forth the issues that they want to speak about. Earlier, they were speaking about the fact that the government has done nothing for those people who have been paying tax. So now, with regards to that, Nirmala Sitharaman has given a tax rebate till 12 lakh rupees. So that's something that the opposition is not speaking about. But we also saw, Pooja, if you remember, while the FM was speaking, we did see opposition parties, specifically Congress and the Samajwadi Party, staged a walkout. It was barely for 15 minutes, but there was a walkout that we all saw. With regards to that, we know that the opposition has very specific things that they want to speak about, but those are the issues that have not been given time today. And that's the reason why in the big we saw the Speaker of the House, Om Birla, saying that there is a procedure. If you want to speak about certain things, you need to come up in that manner, but you cannot be disrupting the House. And if that is something that you only want to do, you want to disrupt the House, then you tell us in the beginning and we will make sure that the disruptions, only those things are something that happens. So this is what the BJP also has now been pointing towards, that if you want to ask questions, you are free to do so, but there is a procedure, follow that and make sure that the proceedings go off as per the schedule.
To me, looks like Lok Sabha Speaker is saying something. Let's dip into that.
एनके प्रेमचंदन जी, आप मुझसे कहते हो मुझे महत्वपूर्ण सवाल पूछना है, सीट पे नहीं बैठते हो, ये तरीका ठीक नहीं है आपका। प्लीज श्री कीर्ति आजाद जी।
धन्यवाद अध्यक्ष जी, बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न है। मैं ये जानना चाहता हूं कि क्या ये सच नहीं है कि पेट्रोल डीजल के दाम आसमान छू रहे हैं और सरकार ने खाने पीने पर 18% जीएसटी लगाई हुई है। यदि सरकार पेट्रोल डीजल के दाम कर दे, जो 2014 से पहले आधे करने की बात थी, और खाने पीने से जीएसटी हटा दे, तो क्या लोगों को इस जो महंगाई की भारी मार है उससे राहत नहीं मिलेगी? क्या मंत्री जी बताने का प्रयास करेंगे?
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, माननीय सदस्य ने जीएसटी की बात किया और इसका निर्णय कहीं ना कहीं जीएसटी काउंसिल लेती है, जो एक संवैधानिक संस्था है। और मैं माननीय सदस्य को बताना चाहता हूँ, जीएसटी काउंसिल की बैठक में बंगाल के भी मंत्री उसमें रहती हैं और सबके सर्वसम्मति से निर्णय होता है।
माननीय सदस्यगण, अगर आपको देश की जनता ने नारेबाजी करने के लिए और प्रश्नकाल को स्थगित करने के लिए भेजा है, तो आप यही काम कीजिए। और अगर सदन चलाना चाहते हैं तो अपनी सीट पर जाकर बैठिए। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, श्रीमती DK अरुणा।
क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 उत्तर सबर के पटल पे रखा है। Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, Honorable Speaker, sir. As the House is aware, India's youth population reached about 420 million in 2024, comprising 29% of the total.
Right, so while the proceedings are on, you can see that the opposition full on gunning with there are issues that they believe needs to be picked up first. The Mahakumbh, the stampede that has taken place, issues of Waqf bill, inflation, and from the budget as well. Aishwarya continues to be with us. Aishwarya, is this what we can say is a teaser to how rest of the day is going to look like?
Well, definitely. And Pooja, Rahul Gandhi expected to speak at about 1 p.m. So that's the time when we will see the BJP being very, very, it will be the BJP that will be raising fingers at what the Congress party has been doing over the past many days. So that is something that we are now seeing. And you also heard the speaker, Om Birla, being very, very stern. In fact, he's also saying that if you believe that the people have sent you here so that you can only create ruckus, then you go ahead and you do only that. So this is what stern warning we are seeing coming in from the speaker. And this definitely, Pooja, let me tell you, is a teacher hint of what we can expect from the opposition coming in the coming hours. But 1 p.m. Pooja, that's the time when we hope that we will see Rahul Gandhi speak about it, and after that we will see the BJP that will be the ones who will be raising fingers at the opposition, specifically the Congress party.
Aishwarya, stay on with me. So this is right now currently the status in our Lok Sabha, and looks like in the Rajya Sabha as well, that while some of the parliamentarians are mentioning the issues as is part of the protocol, however, in the backdrop you can hear the sloganeering by the opposition leaders, and possibly in some time we'll know as the leaders come out of why the parliamentarians were constantly sloganeering while their colleagues were speaking. Speaker is appealing opposition MPs to kindly halt so that the proceedings can continue. There have been several issues of discussion as well. Aishwarya, tell us about, let's talk about 2 to 3 big issues that the opposition is sloganeering about and they want to be picked up, and what is the reason that the government says that cannot happen right now?
Because this is a time, Pooja, that has been given. If you want to ask questions about what the FM said, then with regards to that, time has been given. And this is exactly what the BJP MPs are at the moment doing. They are responding to questions with regards to what the finance minister spoke about it. So the questions are open, but with regards to a specific issue. What happened in the budget? Now, those are the questions that the Lok Sabha Speaker is asking MPs to ask about, but the MPs do not want to discuss that. All the MPs, the opposition MPs specifically, they have different questions that they want to ask, but those questions, the timing for those questions has not been given. So that is the major point that we are now seeing. The opposition saying that Mahakumbh is something that they want discussion to be on, but the BJP and the Lok Sabha Speaker saying that the time has been given so that what the FM spoke about, you can ask questions about that. But the opposition at the moment, Pooja, adamant, and we can also see all of them walking out with regards to what they want the government to answer about the Samajwadi Party, Akhilesh Yadav. very, very specifically wants the UP government and the central government to answer the number of deaths that have taken place.
Aishwarya, stay on with me. Looks like even in the Rajya Sabha now there's full-on commotion and chaos. Let's dip into the upper house of the parliament.
And such schemes are widely publicized and popularized among the rural masses. The submission on agricultural mechanization has been integrated to the Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana as of September 2022. The government should reconsider this decision to make sure that it does not undermine the provision of affordable, high-quality equipment to small and marginal farmers. Along with this, to promote mechanization, the government must guarantee access to power for small and marginal farmers. I urge the government to consider these concerns and take appropriate steps to formulate comprehensive national farm machinery policy aiming for 75% mechanization by 2030. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Dr. Sikandar Kumar, demand for provisions of escalators and lifts for the old and disabled devotees at pilgrimage sites in Himachal Pradesh.
धन्यवाद सर, आपने बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर बोलने का अवसर दिया। अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं आपके माध्यम से सरकार के ध्यान में लाना चाहता हूं कि देश भर के पवित्र हिंदू तीर्थ स्थलों, विशेषकर हिमाचल प्रदेश में बुजुर्गों, दिव्यांगजनों व शारीरिक रूप से अक्षम श्रद्धालुओं को कई प्रकार की समस्याओं का सामना करना पड़ता है। अध्यक्ष महोदय, हिमाचल प्रदेश जो देवभूमि के नाम से प्रसिद्ध है, मैं हर साल लाखों श्रद्धालु माँ ज्वाला जी, माँ चिंतपूर्णी, माँ नैना देवी जी, माँ चामुंडा देवी जी, माँ बगलामुखी जी, बाबा बालकनाथ जी जैसे अन्य प्रसिद्ध मंदिरों में दर्शनों हेतु आते हैं। क्योंकि हिमाचल प्रदेश एक पहाड़ी राज्य है, इसलिए यहाँ पर अधिकतर मंदिर ऊंचाई पर स्थित होते हैं और उन मंदिरों तक पहुँचने के लिए सैकड़ों सीढ़ियाँ चढ़नी पड़ती हैं, क्योंकि इन मंदिरों में अन्य प्रदेशों से भी श्रद्धालु दर्शनों के लिए आते हैं। इसलिए इन मंदिरों में अक्सर अत्यंत भीड़ भी होती है।